Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, nice to meet you. My name is Reija and I'm a huge makeup addict, skincare addict. I love color, even though today's look is a bit gray toned. And today I am reviewing the Colourpop Aurora Struck palette to you. It looks like this, and here are the swatches and close-up. Okay, so this is the look that I did with it, with the help of some glitter gel and such, but yeah, if you want to see how I did this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, why did I clap my hands together? Oh no. Anyway, let's start with the makeup. As you saw from the title and intro, I'm using the Colourpop Aurora Struck palette today. I was thinking to starting with this shade called Ionosphere, and then going to shade Icelandic, this one, and then here hard to read, Night Sky, this one up here. It's like a matte that has a shimmer in it, and then as an shimmers I was going to use this as a base, and then this on top of it. We'll see what comes. I was thinking of doing a bit of halo eye. Let's get rid of the creases. I'm gonna put the shades in the screen again the way I have done. And everything I have used, you can find the links in the description box. I used the Beauty Bay eye base and did my brows. I have all my clean brushes. I mean, all my brushes are clean. So, I'm gonna start with this flyer brush. The name has rubbed off, but it's this kind of small brush. And I'll take the shade Ionosphere. So this is a third look with this palette for me. It's been okay. Like, the looks that I've done have been really pretty, but the green look, you will see the pictures at the end. The green look that I did, the shimmers that I used were so lackluster that I then used Gourmand Girls Radioactive palette, one shimmer on top of the shimmers from this palette, because they didn't look like anything. They were so bad. And actually I watched Judy's video yesterday, who has been very big Colourpop reviewer. Lately she has expanded her range, but she has very good knowledge of Colourpop, and she said that it wasn't this palette, but she said that the formula is different in the shimmers, that they're not so bright anymore that they used to be. And this palette, I have to say that I agree. The shimmers have been really, really lackluster in this palette. So, go figure. What has happened? Why did they change their good shimmer formula? Just don't get it. I just don't get it. Then I'm taking Morphe M506 and the shade Icelandic. Judy also said that there has been many people saying that the formula is different, but she hadn't seen or noticed that before the palette that she tried last time. I think it was the Muppet palette. And then we'll take a fluffier brush. I'm gonna take Jessup 221 Looks Soft Crease. I have a discount code with Jessup. There's a lot of kick up in the palette. It gets you 15% off. It's affiliated. I'll put it on the screen. And you can find all my affiliated links and such in the link tree that I put in my description box. I'll take the shade Night Sky now, which is like matte with shimmer in it. These are kind of shades that I don't really understand the point, because when you're blending, it goes away. The shimmers go away. So if you pack it on, then you can see the glitter particles or shimmer particles, but I just don't understand the point in these shades. My brows are misbehaving again. This is more like a blue toned. It's not straight up gray. But there's like these mattes, they blend very easily and are quite pigmented. I have no problems with the mattes in this palette. The one problem that I do have in this palette is that like there's not really a lot of mid-tone shades in here that aren't shimmers. So I'll probably talk about it at the end more and show you why do I think like that. I'm not gonna like do it now, but I will show you at the end and the review part that, and talk about more about that. Nomad came out with the new palette, the Verona palette. I bought that, and I bought the Cloud Forest palette also, because many people have said that it's their favorite Nomad palette, and it's beautiful. I want to try it, so I ordered that too. Okay, then shimmers. So I'm going to start with the feeling wavy. Just this one, and then I'll put this solid on top of it. I'm using my Flyer 304 detailed blending brush. It's this kind of flat fluffy brush. And I do wet my brush. This shimmer is quite impactful. And it's weird that, like, some of these shimmers, they look exactly the same in the pan, but they're nothing like. So, I mean, I get it if you have multiple different shimmer formulas, like some more satiny shades or such, but these, like, they look exactly the same in the pan, and they just don't deliver. And I just don't get it. I'm kind of blending this now, just dabbing it all over the and then we'll take this shade Solid. This is, I know this is different formula. This is very much like glitter, but it's not glitter. But it also doesn't give me what I wanted it to give me. Like, I have to work very hard and really dig into this shade to get out what I want from it. There we go. Now it's looking like, but how long did that take? So annoying, because they had such a good formula. Like, I had, did I have 5 Colourpop palettes? I know I decluttered them, but it's nothing to do with the performance of the palette. It was just that I'm not using them anymore. They kind of, I don't want to keep them just collecting dust in my collection, so. It looks great now, but you did see how much I had to work to get the spotlight as bright as I wanted it. And I don't like when I have to work very hard to get what I want. And I'm baffled. Why have they changed this? Because it was so good before. Anyway, I'm gonna do rest of my makeup now and I'll come back with the review of the palette. Okay, here is the finished look today. I remembered when I was digging through my box that I have all the stuff that I need to try and test before reviewing it. I found my, what's this, glitter gel from Colourpop. This was in the Muppets collection. This is Glitterily Obsessed Glitter Gel in the shade It's More. And it's like the Miss Biggie one. So I just added a little bit to the spotlight to give it a bit more sparkle. And that's all. Then I used my NYX Suede lip liner in the shade Brooklyn Thorn and NYX Shout Loud satin lipstick in the shade 1999, and I topped it off with the So Classy lip gloss from Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 from the collection Boys Will Love Me. This is like a black that has all kinds of different glitters, different colored glitters in it. So I thought it would go with this look. I added some hoops, which no idea where I got them from. But the main thing was the palette. I have done 3 looks with this palette now. And I like it, but I hate it at the same time. So it has very nice dark shades in it. But when you start to look to find mid-tone shades in the palette, brown, gray, and this blue. So in a way, you can't, for example, I did a green look with this, yes, but there's no mid-tone green in here to blend with. There's tons of light shades, but how do you use this shade? Like with what? Because it doesn't have any other same color story mattes in the palette than that one pale pink. And I don't know, I found it hard to I didn't get inspired a lot with this palette. It was hard for me to decide what shades to use, and like, I don't know. And then this green shimmers, this one and this one that I used in one of the second look. But they were so lackluster that I added a Gourmand Girls radioactive one palette from Gourmand Girls radioactive palette, one shade on top of it, because they were just so lackluster. And I don't know, did they change their formula? I know this one and this one, they're kind of pressed glitters, but they aren't. So it's an eyeshadow that has glitter in it. This shade, very pretty, but I had to build it up very much today. I used it. This one I used in the first look that I did, and when I took the pictures and when I looked the pictures back, you can barely see that there is anything on my lid when I used that. So I don't know. And some of the shimmers feel very dry also, and like you have to build and build and build, and they just don't show up. But then there's amazing shimmers like this one that I used today at the base in the spotlight, and it worked very fine, and I think this one would be same. But then some of these, like this one and this one, they are very lackluster, even though they look very pretty on the palette. But if I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of regret buying this. It's not the Colourpop that I'm used to. The mattes work very well. They're easy to blend and such, but I need shimmers too, and this palette is shimmer heavy. And if you have shimmer heavy palette, the shimmers have to be good. They have to be good. They can't be bad. And yeah, I don't know. You have seen the swatches and such, so I haven't swatched it yet. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm probably keeping it, but I'm highly suspecting that it will get decluttered at some point because it doesn't inspire me, and because the shimmers are just, it makes me not want to try any more of it, because so many of the shimmers that I've tried has been very bad. So sorry, but it's not good in my mind. It's just not. So yeah, I'm disappointed. I guess you can see it in my face too that I'm disappointed, but yeah, this glitter gel, it looks very pretty in the spotlight, and this lip gloss is amazing. And yeah, that's all today, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload, and we will see you hopefully very soon. Bye!